Dear learners, Alaikum. We welcome you all in our YouTube channel Education, Technology and Fun. Dear learners, today we shall learn the exercise 1.3 of the first unit, the last sermon of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam of English Class 9 of Sindh Text Book Board. But before solving the exercise, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon as you can reach our upcoming videos. And like, comment and share our videos as more and more students and learners can get advantage. Unit 1.3 Language Practice. Here are some rules of conditional sentences, especially second conditional on the book. Try to read and understand firstly. What are conditionals? Conditional sentences are those statements that describe both hypothetical and real scenarios. They are often referred as if clauses because they often begin the same way. Here are a few examples. If I eat breakfast, I feel good all day. If I have a test tomorrow, I will study tonight. If I had $1 million, I would buy a boat. If I had prepared for the interview, I would have gotten the job. Note that if does not have to be the first word. In fact, while most conditionals make use of the word, it is not a requirement to include if in a conditional sentence. When can also be used in place of if in some cases. Why to use conditionals? Some important points are given below. Hypothetical situations means unreal or imagined events. Future events that are likely to happen in the future. Events that are unlikely to happen in the future. General facts, truths or habits. Impossible scenarios. Now we shall learn about types of conditionals. There are 4 basic types of conditionals. 1. The zero conditional. 2. The first conditional. 3. The second conditional. 4. The third conditional. First is the zero conditional. The zero conditional sentences expresses something that is considered to be a universal truth or when one action always follows another. If or when plus present tense, present tense. If or when plus past tense, past tense. When I did my homework, my teacher was happy. If the temperature reaches 0 degrees Celsius, water freezes. My mum comforted me when I got scared. If you mix red and yellow, you get orange. As you might have noticed, the order of clauses is not fixed in the conditional. However, if you move if or when to the middle of the sentence, you must remove the comma. This rule applies to all 4 types. Note, the zero conditional is the only type of conditional in which when can replace if. Second type is first conditional. The first conditional expresses a future scenario that might occur. Assuming that the condition is fulfilled, the outcome is likely to happen. If plus present tense will, may, might, can, could, should plus infinitive. If I get paid today, I will go shopping. We could go to Paris if we save enough money. If she knows the truth, she might not be happy. They can do it if they try. If I see the man, I may say something to him. He should get a dog if he is lonely. The third type is second conditional. The second conditional can either refer to future hypotheticals that are unlikely to be true or present situations that are untrue or impossible. If plus past subjunctive would, might, could plus infinitive simple or continuous. Asterisk if plus simple past could, might, could plus infinitive simple or continuous. If I were rich, I would travel the world. If she were to try harder, she might get better grades. They might be able to see it if they were more observant. If I met the president, I would be too nervous to speak. If he played sports, he might be in better shape. He could get the promotion if he knew the right people. The fourth type is third conditional. The third conditional expresses an unreal situation in the past with reference to the hypothetical outcome that would result also in the past. If plus past perfect subjunctive would could might plus perfect infinitive. Asterisk if plus past perfect would could might plus perfect infinitive. If I had known how you were going to react, I would have kept my mouth shut. If you had seen the movie, we could have talked about the ending. We might have crossed paths if I had left the house on time. Exercise 1. This exercise of matching the relationship of sentences in both the columns A and B is done for you. And these sentences are given as examples of second conditional sentences. Try to read and understand. Following are some examples of second conditional sentences. If she studied harder, she could get position. If she studied harder, she could achieve her destination. If you grew multiple crops on your land, you would earn more. If you grew multiple crops on your land, you would gain good production from your field. People would fly if they have wings. People would fly if they learn scientific innovation. If I owned a camera, I might take your photos. If I owned a camera, I might give you at this time. They might win the match if they worked hard. They might win the match if they unified all the players. If Abdullah lived with his family, he would save his life from enemies. If Abdullah lived with his family, he would save money for his expenses. My family would move to the city, if we would be allowed. My family would move to the city, if they gave us permission. She could become a good doctor, if she got admission in that university. She could become a good doctor, if she continued her studies. Exercise number 3. Following dialogues have been completed for you. By using the given words, in these sentences mostly second conditionals are used. Try to read and understand. If you can't understand, then, please you can ask any question in the comment. You will be welcomed. And that will be our pleasure. Exercise number 4 has been solved thoroughly for the help of learners. It is a punctuation practice, so let's read and understand it. Red colored signs are corrected from the given passages. Forming habits. How long does it take to form a new habit? I looked for an answer, the same way most people do nowadays. I asked Google, the answer I got was 21 days. It seemed that if you repeat a behavior every day for 21 days, you can form a brand new habit. Then, I asked, can one change all types of behavior in 21 days? Or just some types? I was not able to find an answer. All I could find out was that if it was exercise, smoking, writing a diary or turning cartwheels, you could do it in 21 days. The important thing was to maintain a chain of 21 days without breaking it. One psychologist, Mr. Mohan, decided to do some research to find out if all new habits could be formed in just 21 days. About 100 people from the Multan University participated in the research. They were asked to choose a behavior that they wanted to turn into a habit. They all had to choose something they didn't already do that could be repeat every day. What do you think the result was? The results showed that on average, it took 66 days until a habit was formed. However, this does not mean that people weren't able to form new habits in 21 days. According to the study findings, some habits could be formed in 21 days while some could take as long as 254 days. So 21 days to form a habit is probably right. As long as all you want to do is drink a glass of water after breakfast. Anything harder is likely to take longer to become a really strong habit, and in the case of some activities, much longer.